The NFL coaching carousel is going on. The Giants hired Harbaugh. You want some hardball, you hire Harbaugh. The Dolphins hired Halfley. If you want to go halfway, you hire Halfley. The Titans hired Bobby Salads. No bueno. And the Falcons hired Kevin Stefanski. So I think that the team that made out the best out of these hires will be the Falcons, even though there's now a good little rivalry between the Falcons and the Buccaneers in terms of Baker Mayfield a little upset with old Stefanski Rooney. Didn't give him a call, didn't give him a text, just threw him in the trash and said, get out of here. So that's going to be fun. But I think, these other teams, they're hiring defense, Harbaugh special teams. Unless Harbaugh hires a good OC, if he hires Munkin, for example, okay, then now it's it's looking better. But just Harbaugh and give him $20 million a year and give him total say over the roster. I mean, this is a guy who inherited the best defense of all time, one of them, with the Ravens, plus had rookie Joe Flacco go to the playoffs, and then peak Flacco Super Bowl, and then had all those great defenses, and then toward the end of Flacco gets Lamar, and then after that wasn't good enough, got Derrick Henry, and still only won Super Bowl. So it's better than what we could say with the Jets, but I mean, still, for $20 million in total personnel, final say on personnel, I'll say this. If he doesn't win year one, Giant fans are going to turn into Jet fans in terms of level of toxicity, which is at an all-time high for Jet fans. Now, there's reporting that he's going to get a lot of the free agent Ravens to come over. Well, we'll see. Might get Linderbaum, fine. But they gotta figure out what they got in Jackson Dart. Is he the man? Is he not the man? Did okay as a rookie, so we got to see. Now, the Dolphins, they're speculating with Halfley and old Jean-Eric Sullivan over there as the GM. That's two people from the Packers. So, there's speculation that Malik Willis will be joining them down in Dolphinian land. And the problem there, if you're going to put in Malik Willis over there, then you got to get rid of Tua Tagovailoa. Why do I say that? Well, they have the same agent. His name is David Mulugheta. He's one of the most tapped-in agents in football. Athletes first, represents, I guess you could say, all these quarterbacks. And so he's not going to put Willis, who he represents, blocking Tua, who he represents. So if the Dolphins want to do that, they're going to have to figure out a way to get rid of Tua. If they release him, okay, fine. But now you got a big cap hit on Tua, and then you're going to have a big cap hit probably on Willis. Because are you going to really give Willis a 5-year deal, 4-year deal where you could spread things out? Probably not. And you're going to have competition for Willis from the Jets, for one. Maybe the Cardinals, maybe the Raiders, maybe not. Maybe they want, Mendoza. But definitely going to have competition for Mr. Malik Willis. And what is the best situation for Mulugheta? The best situation for him is for Tua to win the job back in Miami and prove that he's worth another contract. You got to look at it from his point of view. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but Mulugheta wants Tua in Miami with Tyreek Hill back, and he wants Deshaun Watson in Cleveland because that's his other client. So Willis is not going to go there and block him. He wants Deshaun Watson to start in Cleveland, get back to his, ways that he was with the Texans, and then earn out another contract and keep going with his career. So he's not going to put Willis there. So then that really leaves just a few places where he could possibly go. And we have the ability to pay the man, and we have the ability to surround him with a pretty good offense. The offensive line is pretty good. Could be better if we sign AVT and or Linderbaum. We got Garrett Wilson. We got A.D. Mitchell. A lot of people are giving up on Adonai Mitchell. He's a very good wide receiver. We're going to get another wide receiver in the first round or second round of this year's draft. That's an excellent wide receiver room, especially when you consider Mechie and Isaiah Williams as 4 and 5. We got some decent tight ends. We got a good young pass-catching tight end, Mason Taylor, and Ruckert's okay. So we have a decent squad. We can give him the financial give him a decent financial situation for a 1-year deal, let's say, maybe a second year, none guaranteed, something like that. Because Willis needs a year to prove out that he can have a Darnold year, Sam Darnold year, that Darnold had with Minnesota that got him the contract with Seattle. And so where can Willis go there that's not blocking another Mulligeta client, where he has a decent chance to win and where they have resources to apply to the offense to help him prove? And not to mention, if we sign back Breece Hall, we got a decent running game. So this offense could actually be good if Willis or any other quarterback comes in and plays well enough. It has a potential to be good. And so I don't necessarily think Willis is going. Now, if they decide to bite the bullet on Tua, get rid of him, trade him, release him, something, and they're willing to take the cap hit, okay, he fits there now from not blocking perspective, but how good is the team going to be? Are they going to bring back Tyreek Hill? Do they have the financial wherewithal to improve the line? What about their tight end situation? They have no one as of right now. So I don't know about that. The Titans with Saleh, I think they made a big mistake. The offensive coordinator is going to be important to develop Cam Ward, but you get an offensive coordinator, and if he develops Cam Ward and they do good in 1 year, well, then that offensive coordinator is going to be a head coach, and then you're stuck with Saleh. What is the good of having Saleh, who hasn't proven he can do anything but lose, as your head coach? He's not going to help you to develop Cam Ward. And by the way, you had Saleh before. You had the better version of Saleh. His name is Mike Vrabel. You already had him. You had Mike Vrabel, who knew how to win, a great coach. Everybody knew it, and you got rid of him for some reason. And now look what he's doing with the Patriots. And now you're hiring Saleh, who's basically Mike Vrabel, but worse. Is Mike Vrabel, but the one who doesn't know how to win. The one who's basically a politician, and that's his biggest plus. He knows how to politic with people. He controls the media. He doesn't control the media. He maintains relationships with the media, lots and lots of them, so that they do favors for him. You know, that's the classic country club Connor Hughes situation, where he puts out all kinds of positive things about Robert Saleh anytime his defense does anything. Country club Connor will be like a clapping seal for Robert Saleh. That's how the relationships work. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. We'll talk about this latest edition of Jets Final Drive here in a second. Pretty revelatory about your boy Country Club Connor. Not a good man. But nonetheless, we also have openings. Browns, Raiders, Cardinals, Bills, Ravens, Steelers all need head coaches. And everything, of course, is on hold until those people get hired. I think the Bills made a mistake. Not that they fired old McDermott, but if you're going to fire someone, you should fire Brandon Beane, and instead they promoted him. So that was a mistake. We'll see how much it matters when you have Josh Allen. Does it really matter? I don't know. And we'll see what the Browns, the Raiders, Ravens, and Steelers, of course, are the two interesting ones. Mike McCarthy in the Steeler land would be fun and interesting. Brian Flores seems a good fit for the Ravens. The Cardinals, who the hell knows? The other ones also, who the hell knows? Looks like the Browns are going to hire the defensive coordinator, Schwartz, who's a great defensive coordinator. But again, you have the same problem. If you hit with the OC and the quarterback combo, then the OC leaves to become an HC, and now where are you? So we'll have to see how that all plays out.